What is going on, Shedheads? Welcome back. It is Friday night, and I'm back with the boys. And I just realized I just screwed up my other camera setup I have going on over here. I'm going to have to fix later. Oh well, we'll address that when we get there. But of course, it is Friday night. I'm back with the boys, and it's just another rebuild, rewick, refresh session. I was going to rewick something, but believe it or not, your boy just got something new in the mail today that I'm going to be setting up for the first time. Fresh build, new RDA, new mod, new whole shebang, man. I'm actually pretty excited about it. So we're going to get into that once we get there. But before we get there, let's talk about what we are vaping on at the current moment. And we'll start off with Chris. What you got, man?
All right. Well, it's pretty simple for me today. I do have two setups though. So I'll go ahead and show them. I got the Odin 200 with Vital on top and brass. I got Chop Top. This is like the color changing one, I think, but it's just stays this color now all the time. Doesn't change anymore. Um, I can't remember. I think I might have Freestone coils in here, or I might have Drip Theory coils. I can't remember because I'm pretty sure that I built this at Steel Valley, but I can't remember which ones I put in because I had a gold RDA2 and I can't remember. So either one, you know that they're going to be good. Um, it's almost finished though, so I'm going to rewick a Cosmonaut. But the other setup is this one with the Odin 200 DNA, and I
Ooh,
got the Sonnet on top
yeah, you do.
with the layer cake drip tip on top of that, and the coils in there. I'm pretty sure that these are Breezestone coils, and the liquid that I got in there is some PB Party, and the one that I'm finishing up is this one from Super Good. It's Super Good number 5. Like I have to do it upside down, so it's the vanilla cream. I'm trying to read it upside down. It's the marshmallow custard vanilla cream cinnamon is what it is. And honestly, I've really liked this. This is actually really good. I'm sure that I'll probably end up ordering more of it because you can get it from Vaping 101. No, sorry, eSig 1. And that's everything for me. And just one thing though, actually, that has nothing to do with what I'm vaping. James, I just got an email today from eSig 1 that they had those mods, and I went to like look at them to see them up close, dude. They're already sold out.
Mm-hmm.
They just like sent out the email blast today, and they're
One
already
thing I
sold
will
out.
say though that I am slightly disappointed about is when I was reading through the description, it says that it's brass, but I'm pretty sure this is aluminum.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that, like, I was kind
There's
of
also
bummed.
something else I noticed, but I'll talk about it later.
Let's see here. Why is it doing this to me again? Now, stream YouTube saying my stream's coming in choppy, of course. Hopefully it looks good on your end. Just keep me up to date in the chat if things get crazy. Don't know why it's doing that. But anywho, Sean, did you already tell us what you're vaping on, dude?
Same shit, different week, my friends. It's the old reliable. I'm starting to feel like Anthony Romello, where it's like, yeah, it's the same thing, man. Like, I'm just rocking
Yeah,
my
or Will,
Vaporesso.
like,
You
or
know,
Will. Will's
Well,
like the
yeah.
same.
I thought about Anthony because it's always been the regulated mod most of the time.
That's true. I mean, I'm
But
rocking 2 regulated.
I mean, I do love my mech still, but it's just, right now I'm so busy at work, I don't have time to just swap my Addy. And so it's same Addy, same coils. And you know what it is? It's the Cosmonaut V2. It's those Drip Theory coils. It's still that same chop top because, moving life, I don't know where any of my vape shit is. But what I do know is that I'm vaping on some Malbacco, can only be tobacco from Casa Daga, my favorite tobacco e-liquid that tastes nothing like tobacco in my assessment. So it's looking good for me. I'm unfortunately, because I don't know where any of my shit is, I'm not rewicking because I just did it the other day, so I'm still in good shape. But I'll be the guy sitting in the background making quips, chatting with y'all in the chat, and maybe sneaking a bite of this new Kit Kat that we talked about on a podcast a little while back, the churro flavor, because I finally found them, or my wife did. But that's it for me. So, Mr. Janklin, it's on to you.
Um, I'm gonna before we, this. I'm gonna do something real quick, guys. I know this is probably gonna be a pain in the ass, but I think I'm gonna end up restarting the stream because I just realized OBS updated and that same setting that got messed up last time is
It's back on or
back
back
on.
off.
It's
I will
it was
say that I've been watching this stream and it's good.
the source hardware acceleration. Was that what it was, Sean? Was that the setting?
That sounds right.
Yeah, like I've been watching the stream though, James, and it's
But
looked
I'm watching it
fluid.
on my side, Chris, and it's not. In
Oh,
my
like at your
streaming
house?
software, it is straight up telling me there's errors and it's not getting things right. So
Okay, no,
I'm going
I
to
was just
restart the
watching
stream,
YouTube.
guys. I apologize. I will try to keep this chat up and I'll post the link right back in here. I apologize. Let me try to fix this real quick. I'm going to do this real fast. I'm going to see if maybe I could do it fast enough to where
It's not like a new link.
Yeah, we're gonna see. Yeah, so we'll be right back, people. Hang tight. Hopefully this works. Are we back? Can you guys see us? Can you hear us? Are we good? Are we back? Did it work? I hope that fucking worked, because it seems like it worked on my side. Might have to refresh. Maybe. Let me see. Refresh. You're back. We're back. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Totally fucking worked. Dudes, I'm so stoked because if you guys didn't notice, did not panic. I just said, you know what? Let's just chill out and do what we gotta do to make things work. Didn't even notice anything happened. Fuck yeah, dude. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get into tonight's episode. We're going to be doing a little bit of a rebuild, rewick, refresh. Well, those of us that are going to be doing so. I'm going to go ahead and let me do this. Let me see if I can do this. And we're going to do that. And then boom, down low cam. Let me get a little extra light going on over here too. Boom. And there we go. Look at that. I will say this too, guys. If you haven't noticed, slight camera angle change, because I totally redid my entire desk. And now this whole area you're seeing right here where I'm building, this was completely taken over by a shelf, and I had no room to access this. So I've got this whole area over here. If you look at that, I've got all my streaming, keyboard, mouse stuff, and now I've got a full-on build area right here that I'm actually pretty stoked on. So first things first, the new mod that I got today is a combo I got from Vape and Delights. It is the Desolator from Tower Mods out of the Philippines. It's got this pretty sick punk rock skeleton guy looking engraving going there. Desolator, nice bottom firing bar situation right here. Just a little hair trigger there. And it came with the tiniest, and I mean tiniest RDA. Look at that thing. That's ridiculous. It is so small. And we're going to throw some coils in here based off of whatever you guys voted in the poll here. We're going to see how this rocks, man. I'm actually really excited about this. Really curious to see how this is going to go. Going to end the poll here. See what the verdict is. Still giving me a warning that it's not working properly. All right. Oh, well, we're just going to rock with it. Hopefully it doesn't cause too much problem for the viewers. But yeah, we're going to try this thing out, man. I'm pretty excited about it, not going to lie.
I just want to say that vote should have been a little bit closer, everybody. I voted for Drip Theory, for the record. All love, Adam. And I know that you are now in a different decade of life, but I mean, gotta spread the love. You know what I mean?
Dude, I haven't used any
as I'm
coils
vaping your
in a
coils.
long time, bro. I've been vaping a lot of Drip Theory coils. So like
oh, then there you go. So that's perfect then for you.
And I just realized that wasn't the set that I needed. They're gonna be here.
So I'm just curious, is that an 810 drip tip?
No, proprietary.
Oh,
That was one thing that I was. Oh, I might not even have any drip or Breeze Tones triple 26s. Actually, I do. I have some right. Yeah.
But just on the note of how James got some brand new, I'm not going to buy this, but I did notice that Times Vape put out a new mech mod.
Oh, really?
And it's a side fire. And it's called the Sidekick.
Dude, Adam.
And it's Times Vape and EDC modder. I guess everyday carry modder.
Dude, look at these, Adam. Throwback, dude. OG 26s right here, baby. That's what we're gonna go with right here. I found some in a very hidden stash.
Yeah, I'll drop the picture in our chat. It's like covered in engravings. Like I'm not really a big fan of it, but it's cool that Times Vape's still putting new shit out.
All right, now
That's what it looks like.
This is the oh, dude, this is the cool thing about the coily too. I always forget about this thing. Got your little thing to where you can measure what your fucking posts are and kind of get an idea of what you might need to cut your legs at. I'm gonna start off with. I'm gonna start off with 5, and then it's always better to start bigger and then go smaller. So we're gonna start off with 5 millimeters.
I understand what you mean, Chris.
Yeah, I mean, like it looks like it probably would be a cool mod. Just all those engravings,
If
dude.
if
No.
if all those horizontal lines weren't there, I would like it a lot more.
Oh, if it was like all just the diamonds.
Like if it was just the diamond pattern and like the filigree and stuff, but it didn't have that like horizontal cut hash whatever it's going down up and down everything, I would like it a lot more.
Yeah, it's a little too extravagant for my taste, but
Like everything else works for me, but the fact that it like looks like they tried to make it ribbed while also doing all those engravings, that's too much. I would rather that all be like smooth copper, smooth brass with just those deep carved engravings.
This is gonna be a
yeah,
pain in
it's
the
a 30. It's like basically
ass.
like Times Vape kind of like slam piece vibe. I'm just pumped because Times Vape's still making mechs. I think that's cool.
I'm also super intrigued by this Addy that James is working
Dude,
on
this thing is
because
gonna be a
it's
pain in the
very
fucking ass to build, dude, because you don't have any space really to put these fucking leads.
like it gives Derringer vibes.
Dude, trying to get these coils in here is a pain in the ass. All right, take a breather. Step back. I can get one in, but dude, these post holes are so small.
Yeah, Grim. She's tight like a tiger, mate.
I got one in.
It's definitely an incredibly small RDA. What's the width, James? Is it a 25?
27.
27. Huh. Two posts aren't always dumb earn, but I mean, I probably have been frustrated by more two posts than where there's like 4 holes.
Oh, whoa.
That's what she said.
Yeah, probably. Somebody once, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna do this. We're gonna at least.
Yeah, and Sean, like those that mod is the most expensive Times Vape mod I've ever seen to date.
I could imagine with the amount of engravings that they had to fucking do.
Yeah, it's like probably a little over $100 US.
I mean, that's still reasonable because, like, I look at that and like, I think about a lot of the other mods I've seen that have done that kind of look, and I would have expected a, you know, mid 150, 160 range. Try to push that, like, this is a slightly higher value product.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I mean,
Dude, this
the
is.
one, so like the one that James got, it's only maybe $25 more, and it comes with an RDA.
And I think
I'm
the one,
looking on like this UK site, right? So
yeah,
it's like 87 pounds versus 71 pounds. So the one that James got was 87 pounds.
I
And the
think the
other one is
Desolator looks
71.
better. That's for sure.
Well, James's looks really cool. Some of the other ones, like, I don't know if they look as cool as James's. Are all the engravings the same?
No.
I didn't think so. Oh, there's like a crazy like skeleton holding a
Dude, I don't
gun.
get. What's...
Oh, there's a Grim, a Riot, and a Chaos. So James has the Riot.
I don't know why I took that screw all the way out. That's gonna be a pain in the ass to get back in there. Sorry guys, I'm totally doing this off camera, but it's just because I cannot see what I'm doing. I'm hoping that these leads are gonna catch.
Two millimeter coils.
Got 'em in
I don't
there.
even want to think about wicking a 2 millimeter coil. Sometimes I struggle with a fucking 2.5.
Twos aren't awful. I've tried it, but it's weird.
I mean, the last time I probably had a 2 millimeter coil was like in like a. I
Yep,
mean, that looks pretty good to me.
clean install.
Yeah, dude, it was probably like a Kanger Tech like sub-ohm tank or the what was it called? The mini sub-ohm mini
Dude, the reason why it's
The
such
the
an
last time I used
sub
it was at
tank
a
mini.
Toonie K fun.
the reason why this was such a bitch to do is because the posts are so low, you don't have any room to get under to like move your coils. So it's like it's just a fucking pain in the ass, dude. That's a small ass deck. That's for sure. Get a couple little.
What up, Steve-O?
Couple little.
What it?
Oh, Steve-O getting in on that flat pack, building a computer desk. Get it, son.
All right, I think we're good there. Turn this thing on.
Shit, I'm not even using a desk. I'm using a kitchen table. Cause like Chris, you've seen my nice glass table.
Yeah.
That's still my kitchen table in the actual kitchen here. So like I'm using another kitchen table I own as my computer desk. Like, send it.
Whatever works, bro.
Hey, you know, the monitor clamp fits. That's the important thing.
That is true. If you don't have to like buy extra stuff to make things work, it's even better.
Hundy P.
Look at those breeze tones coils, just fucking glowing.
Those coils glow up so quick.
And with the amount that I had to fucking jank these things around in here too.
You took most of the hot spots out fighting it. It seemed like it took no time at all to glow in.
Yeah. Dude, it's just so small, dude. So tiny.
You're about to get assaulted with fucking vapor when you hit this thing.
Dude, not only that, like you're gonna really probably have to change the way that you drip. Like you might have to do the pop and paint.
It's
It doesn't look like there's a whole lot of juice well on those
there's
fucking
no juice.
airflow is great. Dude, the airflow is like so close to the bottom of that deck, bro.
All right.
I'm guessing that they have that taller drip tip that's proprietary just so it would be safer.
I
would
mean,
guess. I would hope so.
I mean, that's like my thought. Yeah.
I have to imagine that, like, with that small of a cat, you're probably going to get pretty warm pretty quick. And I mean, they're kind of just looking out. They're like, here, you don't want to use a short drip tip. We're going to give you a nice, wide, long jammy. So that way you can just keep your lips away from the heat. You'll be good.
Now this is the fucking weird part. How much wick do I even leave on this thing?
Probably not a lot. I mean, you want to keep some extra maybe so you can hold a little bit more juice, but like, damn.
It almost seems like you're trying to do the OG cosmonaut a little bit in your wicking approach. You know what I mean?
But there's like no room underneath to like fold it. It doesn't look like.
There
That's
is.
a
It
good.
looks like the airflow would be just coming in and hitting that fucking cotton there, dude.
I know.
That's a good point.
All right, let's try to. Get a little bit of this excess.
Yo, tell you what, if you're trying to conserve cotton, that might be the deck for you, though.
Right.
Oh, dude, for real.
You won't need much. Yo, speaking of cotton, I was stopped at one of the vape shops I pop in at, and they're not going to buy cotton. Like, just straight up, they won't buy bacon or anything for me. I was like, oh, that's sick. But they did find this in the stock closet and was like, we're never going to sell it. So here, Vandy Vape makes
Cotton
cotton
ball.
balls. What?
Dude, let's go. I've
Like,
never seen those before, actually.
neither have I. I didn't know this was a friggin' thing.
I knew that cotton balls were a thing, but I didn't know that Vandy Vape were. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
I was I'm still honestly in shock. I would like vape cotton balls. 8 little cotton balls in there. Like,
Dude, you should just go back old school and order Muji off Amazon, bro.
I mean, honestly, Chris,
Oh,
that's
okay.
that's what's in here now. Because homeboy at the vape shop, I was telling you during pre-podcast or whatever, he was like, "You're not on the Japanese cotton life yet." He threw me some pads and was like, "Give it a go." I was like, "Just try this technique, you'll be happy." And he wasn't wrong. I mean, it's actually holding up a little better than bacon does.
Well, dude, like for the first like 3 years that we knew each other, I used Kogendo, but
Well, and that's the thing,
same
right? Like,
shit.
people were using Japanese cotton pads for grip.
Yeah, dude, and there still is people because a friend of mine at work, he was like saying that he's like struggling to find anything DIY and he's like wants to fucking I gave him like a dripper and like I gave him some cotton, but I was like, you're on your own. I'm like, I have my favorite cotton and I'm like almost having to use it. So like you're on your own from here. So I gave him like a link. I found a link and it was like on Muji pads and dude, like almost every review is from someone who's like, I use this as my vape cotton, and like there's a bunch of images of like RDAs and shit wicked with the cotton. So I was like, this is safe. Like, go crazy. Like I used to use cotton pads all the time, and it's like so cheap, dude. Like you could get enough to like probably wick RDAs for like half a fucking year
There
for the
we
price
are.
of a bag of cotton
Wicked
bacon.
up, dude. That was a fucking pain in the ass, dude. And those wicks are pretty much that long. Now, what do I put on it? Weird. Do a little blast. All right, well's full. Put like 3 drops of liquid in there. Oh, well, that's not a.
Excuse me, man. I'm yelling like fucking crazy. It's been a long ass week.
All right. Dude, it's like sitting in a pool of liquid right now.
Oh, we're getting close.
We're gonna put this on here. Tighten the battery down. Just our airflow. All right, and now I can turn this off. Now we can vape on it, see how it vapes.
2 hits and she's dry.
One thing I'll straight up say right off the bat, it's got more airflow than I want. Personally.
And is it not adjustable?
It's just, that's what you see is what you get, bro. That's it. But look at how tiny this whole setup is. It's pretty small in comparison to the Vert.
Yeah, it's like
Pretty
the
tiny.
height of a mod. Excuse me. The whole thing minus drip tip is like the height of a mod.
Dude, it's kind of crazy how good the flavor is in this thing. But it's also like, I can't expect it to be that bad because it's like you're pretty much just firing vapor straight into your mouth. Like there's really no.
Can you can take the drip tip out, right?
Yeah, but you can't put an 810 in it.
No, but like, can you just take it out and show the camera so I can like see how far away, like from the top or whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah, hold on.
Because it's a 1-piece cap, right?
They're right there, bro.
Oh, damn, dude.
They're right there, dude.
Yeah, they're absolutely right
Yeah.
there.
You're just you're breathing off the coil. Wow.
Hopefully the top cap doesn't get blazing hot. We'll have to find out. We're have to wait and see. One thing I will say though is this mod is so light. That's how I also know that this has got to be aluminum, bro. Because there's no way that this is brass. Because the battery is heavier than this mod. Like, all the weight of this is the battery. 100%. I will say, though, I've talked about this before in the past. We've had conversations about this before in the past. Believe it or not, aluminum technically has, what is it? What's the term? It's more conductive than
Yeah,
brass.
it's like the second most.
It's like the second most conductive. So I will say this thing does rip. And that, the one thing I will say though, is like, I don't know how I want to fire it. Like, I almost just want to hold it like this.
Dude, you know what you should try? Remember how I used to like run my slim piece?
It's not the same, Chris.
No, but I mean, like, you just tuck it and you have the firing bar right here, and then as
same.
you
you literally would have to hold it all the way down at the bottom, because it only
Got
fires
you.
right here. That's it. That's just that little tiny point. I'm just gonna vape it like this, just because pinky's out. Fancy.
I mean, you do. It does look like it lends itself to that sort of like little regal vape.
like a pinky's out.
You know, it's a little.
Well, I don't know what yeah, laser engraved brass. That must be for the brass version, because there is a brass one out there. I must have gotten the T6 aluminum. But
Yeah, because there's 2 versions of 3 different engravings, like on the website I was looking at.
yeah, I will say this: shout outs to Will. Punk Rock Silver Fox because he went after I bought this one from Vape and Delights and bought the last brass one. So shout outs to you, Will. You got the full kit and caboodle there. But I will say, man, I'm not disappointed. Well, I am slightly disappointed that I paid the $150 for aluminum. That I'm kind of bummed about because they were charging the same price for the brass one. And it's like I feel like, yeah, but hey, it is what it is. 150 is not too bad for a full RDA mech setup from the Philippines at that. I'm not too upset with it, man. I really like this green, dude. It's sick.
No, dude, it looks really
It's
cool.
sick,
Like
dude. I'm not mad with the purchase. Like, there's a couple things that I'm kind of like, not like in love. Like, I wish this was brass just because I want that feel, that hand feel. But who knows? I might get used to the aluminum lightweightness of this thing. Okay, yeah. That's probably what it is, Ern. He says, yeah, the red, green, and black are probably the T6 because the other specifically says brass. Yeah, it's probably the deal. How hard is it to press? It's easy, dude. It's easy. Light press. Very light press. Aluminum is the 4th best conductive metal.
The mech mods are made from. Aluminum's like the 2nd. Like nobody's gonna be rocking fucking like titanium or whatever.
That would be crazy though. Could you imagine how expensive that would
Be
be?
an expensive ass tube Mac.
Well, I think that there was ones. I think that like Comp Life might have had like titanium ones or something, or AV somebody.
I know people did. I know there were a lot of titanium like caps and some even addies and shit. But
Yeah.
man, a full tube.
It hits nice and hard though, I will say that. And the cap, honestly, Drip Theory, it's not getting as hot as I would imagine, bro. The only thing I am bummed about though is I can't put my own drip tip on it. That is kind of a bummer. But I can put my own RDAs and stuff on it too, which is sweet. Titanium isn't actually that conductive, says Drip Theory.
Then maybe it's not titanium. It's something.
Platinum,
Fuck.
maybe. Who knows? I don't fucking know. I'm not a
Metallurgist.
Yeah. Jeez, that was a tongue twister for me for some reason.
But it's a hell of a word.
I'm actually pretty overall. I am digging this setup, dude. I like the look of it. It's like I said, super lightweight. The build on the RDA is a bitch. I'll say that. I figure next time I build this, what I might end up doing is I might just end up indexing my legs, and that would probably make it a whole lot easier.
Yeah. Build it like a goon.
Yeah. So I'll probably do that next time around and see how it's going. But dude, these triple 26s in here, Adam, fucking ripping, bud. Yeah, it heats and cools quickly, for sure. Definitely. But yeah, if you guys are looking for, a nice little side fire jammy, check out the Desolator. You know what I mean? Like I said, they had some Vape and Delights. They might, get a new shipment in at some point. If not, eSig1 might have some still. If you're not against ordering from UK. Silver and gold, I think, are the best. Yeah, absolutely. Silver is fucking crazy conductive, dude. That's why Eric Simpson did so well with all the silver contacts and stuff back in the day. But with that being said, man, that's a solid fucking rebuild. Well, actually, fresh wick setup, man. I'm not mad at this at all.
I didn't finish rewicking yet because I didn't know what liquid I was going to use, so that's where I'm at.
Well,
because I was like,
what are our options?
I have this. So it's like it's like too bright. It's the uncommon number 6. It's like the peanut butter, white chocolate, and something.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember. The peanut butter and white chocolate kind of had me. There's something else, so I can't remember what it is. It's the cappuccino cream from Timmy. I got 2 bottles of Blast Off, and then I got a guava jelly.
Have you?
But I just opened like a PB party last night. I'm not sure.
I'm saying, join your boy over here, bro.
I know, but dude, I only have 2 bottles of Blast Off left, and I'm like, yo, dude, fuck.
Hey, man, that's your problem, dude.
It is my problem. That's true. That's true.
But that's my opinion. I say Blast Off. That's my vote.
Yeah, I'll decide whenever this bottle. I don't want to have 3 setups going. So whenever this bottle's like fully out, the super good number 5, the butter number 5, then I'll make that decision.
Dude, the flavor on this RDA is pretty fucking good, dude. I will say, if you put a little extra liquid in there, you're gonna be drinking it.
Oh, for sure.
Ordered
if
6
you're not
bottles of
wearing it.
mango from Dwayne. Hell yeah, you did. I just placed an order with him not too long ago. Today is John Goodman's 73rd
Thanks,
birthday.
Face Meat.
Fuck yeah. Happy birthday, John Goodman, dude. It's been like 3 weeks since I've had any. Dude, once I know I'm down to my last bottle, I either go to Will or Dwayne and place an order, bro, because I can't go without for too long. One thing I did this time, though, switched it up. Instead of getting my standard 6 bottles of mango, I did 4 mango and 2 tropical. Just change it up a little bit.
Nice.
You know? I haven't had it in a while. I remember the last time I had it, I really enjoyed it. So it's like, you know what? Let's try it again. See how it goes.
The next time I go to the States, I'm gonna like order stuff just because I've refused to spend like $40+ shipping. And like that's how much it is now from Dwayne's site. Like to ship to Canada. So I'm gonna order probably like 15 fucking bottles of shit. Like I'll just go insane.
Black cherry sour apple, huh? What's that from, Noms? Homeboy Tropical is your go-to pod liquid. I could see that, dude. It'd probably be in a pod. Which reminds me, I need to get some, oh, you know what? I have some 12 milligram guava jelly I need to take with me to work to leave my toolbox for my cross that I have sitting on my CNC computer. I sit there and rip my cross pod while I'm running passes of reels. But anyways, I think it's about that time we do that thing, Sean. You know what I mean?
Sure enough, I do. So, ladies and gentlemen, stretch your legs, grab a drink, or inhale that good shit and exhale that bullshit and get you some shed time, baby.
Let's do it. back. Hopefully you enjoyed your shed time break there, peeps, because I know I did. And it's time for us to play a game. Of course, I didn't add one in the poll beforehand because I had a poll going for what coils I wanted to use. So we went ahead and picked the game. We're going to play a game we like to call Fact or Fiction. Oh, no, not Fact or Fiction. We're going to do Take It or Leave It. Sorry. I don't know why that bumper came up. It just came up and I read it. And I was like, wait, that's not right. So we're going to do a Take It or Leave It. This is a game where we need crowd participation. So we need you guys to start dropping some things that you'd like to see, whether we take or leave. And let's do vape oriented. You know, we haven't done one of those in a while. It could be liquids. It could be RDAs. It could be mods. It could be whatever. You know what I mean? Put them out there. Honestly, more hardware stuff this time around would be nice. Because whenever we do these, we do get a lot of liquid choices. But I would like to see some hardware choices, if possible. Is it wrong that I dance in my chair during the shed time break? I think not. No, dude, that's what you're supposed to do. Mostly clean bong. It should be completely clean, Ern. Just saying. M&M's, nice. With some banana Hancock. I like it. Durban poison, can't go wrong with that. Oh, yeah, dude, the diesel fuel, you get it now. You understand? Yeah, dude. Give me the gas and the stank for sure, dude. I'm all about all of those. The gas, the stank, the funk. You know, all of it. So, start dropping some suggestions of some hardware, vape-wise that you guys would like to know, whether we take or leave. You know, RDAs, RTAs, mods, and shit, even coils if you want to go coils. You know what I mean? And we'll pick one out, pass it around, say whether we take it or leave it. Let's see. Trying to see what I might have missed while we were doing the old building stuff.
Yikes. I mean, we already have one. There's a suggestion. Keep them coming.
We'll start there while we wait for some more to come in. We'll start off with Drip Theory with the Dead Rabbit V2 RTA. Take it or leave it. What do you say, Chris?
I'm gonna leave it because honestly, I tried two Dead Rabbit things that I liked, and it was the Drop Dead and the Dead Rabbit. I tried the Dead Rabbit original. It was horrible, like the RTA, sorry. It was horrible. I didn't like it. So unless it like became amazing from like not good at all, there's really no reason why I'd want to try it. So I'm gonna leave it.
All right. What about you, Sean? Where are you at on the
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it myself because I was never a Dead Rabbit fan at all.
Yeah, I think I had the original Dead Rabbit RTA, and it was all right. It wasn't like the greatest. I think I probably passed, man. I'm just not. I don't know. I just never really was a huge like. I liked the original Dead Rabbit when it first came out, but then after that, like, there's so many other things that came out after that that I preferred so much more. That I probably am gonna pass on the Dead Rabbit RTA and leave it, man. Got a couple more out there in chat.
Yeah, I'll pick one. I'll go with this one from Ern, the OG Asgard Mini.
I'm gonna pass, man. I was never big on the Asgard. I have one. I vaped it for a while, but it's just one of those ones that I don't know what it was. It just wasn't my jam, dude. And the inserts, man. I hated those little inserts, dude. The airflow inserts.
All right, so James is gonna leave it. How about you, Sean?
I mean, I'm having to look it up because I can't even picture it.
It's like the Asgard. It was like the Asgard, but it was the 25 millimeter. Like,
But you remember, I've been in a banned state for a long time, sir. I've had
oh yeah, no, I
no
guess
access to vape gear.
when did it come out? I feel like it came out before COVID.
And we were in a band before.
No,
COVID.
I'm just saying. Like,
So,
it's,
like, you know what I mean?
it's,
Like,
it's been out for a long time.
So, like, I'm so out of touch these days about what shit even looked like that people like. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it. I don't really see much that's attractive to me about this vape.
All right, so Sean's also gonna leave it, and to make it a perfect day, I am going to leave that so fucking bad because I hated that RDA so much. It tried to fucking murder me numerous times, and I gave it to Corey. It burnt my mouth so many times, man. Like just liquid. Like it was insane.
Um,
Fuck, did I ever hate that
I
thing?
will say this: we might have to start throwing some stuff out of our own because we only have 2 people participating in chat right now, so we might just have to throw some of our own out there. Uh, Coming forward, just saying. Um, I'm gonna go with this one from Earn real quick to pass around. Like Chinese coils, like any brand, like like you remember how you used to be able to get packs of like coilology coils. You know, like you get like Claptons and whatever, or they have
Yeah,
like the
you get
multi pack
aliens
where
too and
it like
shit.
come with the pack where it have like some fused Claptons, some Juggernauts, some this, some that, and then have like 3 or 4 different sets of different things in there. Personally, nowadays I would pass because I know so many great builders and just go with them. But back in the early days, bro, I bought plenty of those coil packs, bro. Back before I knew like builders and stuff, because I thought like they didn't last that long, and I was changing coils out all the time, so I couldn't justify spending 15 to $25 at the time, which some coil builders were charging back in those days for a set of coils, because I thought after a few weeks you got to take them out and fucking what I mean, because I didn't know. And then
Yeah.
obviously as time went on, I learned that if you just clean them up, you can rock coils for months. Um, but nowadays I'd say no. I'll leave it. What about you, Sean?
I mean, it really would depend for me.
Yeah.
Like, because like if we were talking about like those big coilology packs and stuff like that, like I'm gonna leave it. But on the flip of that, I'm not above like some Watofa wire coils. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, I'm not mad at that. So I'm like, it really depends for me. So I'm like, for the intent of that side of it, I'm gonna take it.
All right. What about
Yeah,
you,
man,
Chris?
I'd take it too. Because I can remember like back in the day, like before I even ever tried to build or do anything. And I definitely was kind of in the same, I wasn't in the same boat entirely as you, James, but I was like, $25 for coils, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Not because I thought they only lasted a couple of weeks, but I just couldn't justify it, even if they lasted like a month or two or whatever. Which now in retrospect, that dude, the coils in this fucking cosmonaut, bro, they're probably like a year and a half old and they still clean up and they're amazing. So like I know that shit lasts. But yeah, dude, they used to have like there's like all sorts of aliens you could get from like coilology, and like you'd be able I used to buy them off Fast Tech for like $3 for a pair, and they would last me like 2 months easy, and they probably would have lasted longer. So I'd take it. If I had to get just like the one you're talking about, where there was like all the crazy like juggernaut and all that stuff, there'd be like a couple sets that I would use. But just the individuals you get for a few dollars, yeah, dude, I would, yeah, I'd take it.
All right. If there's not anything in there, Chris, maybe just throw something out. What you got in your head?
Okay. Here's one. 18650 mods.
Just in general?
Yeah, this in general could be like regulated. It could be 2 mods. Just, but you have to have 18650s.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it.
Yeah, it's weird because like honestly, majority of the stuff I use now is all 21-700, but some of my favorite mods, like regulated wise, are 18650, like the double barrel. So you're telling me if I say no, I can't have a double barrel, then I'm gonna say yes, I'm gonna take it because the double barrel fucking rocks, dude.
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna take it too. You guys know me, like a lot of my favorite Macs are 1850, so I'm definitely gonna take it. You're telling me I could never use the Trishul anymore or the Danessa? Nah, like those things
Ugh.
are not happening, dude.
Or I couldn't use my DS. Fuck, dude, that'd be upsetting. Where are you at on this, Sean? You're pretty much rocking whatever, right?
What's that? I can't even hear you.
Oh, the eight.
Yeah, no, he showed his mod. Like, of
Oh,
course, he would
Oh
rock
yeah,
1860.
I was first. I was like, yeah, of course I'm gonna take it. Like, I'm literally rocking a dual 18650 right now.
all right. If there's anything in there, Sean, that you see that you want to throw
Yeah,
out,
I got what I'm gonna throw out right now. Turk V2.
see, this is the weird thing, man. Because there was a point where I used to rock the fuck out of Turk V2s. I loved them. You know, I had multiple colors. I even had one custom coated by Ashton. I actually had a couple coated by Ashton. I think he even actually still has one of my Turk V2s that was supposed to get coated. That's just blank. That we just never did anything with because we were gonna do like a Shed Time logo or something on it, and it just never happened. But nowadays I would probably leave it because the amount of airflow that thing has, and in order for me to vape it the way I like now, I'd have to offset my coil so far just to make sure that the airflow is hitting like the center of the coil, not just hitting one side of it. I'd probably pass on the Turk V2 now.
Yeah, dude, I would waste it for sure. Like
Bing bong.
I wouldn't say that like it's a horrible RDA or anything, but like it was just not for me. I bought one actually at NVE,
You know,
and
same.
I think that's the only build it ever saw before I gave it away.
Yeah, I still have mine in a box in storage because it's not an addy I'm ever gonna vape again. Because I too am gonna leave it. Like, uh, much like James, there was a point. Yep, I did enjoy it, but nowadays, like that is not my taste anymore.
All right. So or I guess it's back to me for another pick, huh? Um, oh, there's a couple good ones. Let's go. Let's go with this one from Will, the Rig Pig. Take it or leave it.
Don't I think
Dude,
of it?
I'm just gonna jump in. I would leave it mainly because like I didn't really like the rig RDA, like what I can't remember what it's called right now. But I never liked it. And also I'm I'm pretty sure that I tried one once and I just didn't like the way that the button felt. It just yeah, I'm gonna leave it.
And it is the mod I thought it was. And yeah, I'm gonna leave it. I was just never interested in it.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it too, just because like I'm not a big because they're series, right?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a big series guy, and kind of like Chris, I wasn't a huge fan of the RDA. I do have like a V3 with the roughneck. That's what it was. RDA, I think is what it was called. Anyway, yeah, I think I'm gonna pass on it, man. I was just never a big series guy, and that was a big box, dude. Or beefy. So your pick there, Chris.
Excuse me. Thanks, Swags. I'm sure that you're looking handsome right now. I'll go with this one from Ronnie, the Reload RTA.
I would take it, bro. I've always wanted to try it. I know a lot of people that used to swear by them. I would if it's like the OG recoil because I love the 26, the Reload 26. So if the OG vapes anything similar to that, I'm down, dude. 100%.
I'll take it. I never tried it, but I know so many people love the reload. Like I would just want to get one to try it.
Oh, swag, stop! You're gonna make me blush.
I'll round it out and like I had a couple back in the day. and they were fantastic. They just ended up like breaking, getting janked out, whatever. But I would take it for sure. It was like a really good vape. To me, it was like anybody that ever vaped a Kylan, it had like pretty good flavor. But I would say that like the reload was like the Kylan on like flavor testing steroids.
Just want to say this
Tech, yeah.
side note, Swags. I missed the fuck out of you, bro. Thanks for popping in, dude. I needed a smile, bro. One brought from you specifically. Yeah, dude. I still wish I could get my hands on like the OG Recoil RD8 or the Reload RD8 and an RTA. All right, so Sean, I think it's back to you for another pick.
Let's see. There it is. Got another one from Mr. Will. The OG Nautilus tank.
Yeah, dude. I take that.
I don't know if I ever owned a Nautilus tank.
Dude, it actually had like really good flavor back in the day, man. It was a little 22 millimeter.
Sick little MTL jammy.
Yeah, I don't.
Actually, maybe it was 24.
Yeah,
I also had a Nautilus Mini.
I think I missed the Nautilus train because by the time, or no, maybe I did.
It was like 2015.
'Cause
People still rocked them
'cause
heavy though,
here's
probably
the thing,
through
bro, 'cause
2017.
There was I tried to make the transition a few times before I actually did. Like I went through I had a Clearomizer at one point. I had a Kanger Pro tank for a while at one point. You know, in between tries, and I think after the Pro tank, I don't think I got. I think it was like it had to be a sub tank. After that, at some point, that I was
Dude,
like, yeah.
Just for the record, that's the original Nautilus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Never rocked one
Yeah,
of
like
them
for
bad
those who
boys.
don't remember it, because I know like if this is an OG tank, there's a lot of people who probably don't even remember it.
Yeah,
Like
I never rocked one of them.
Like, dude, it was like it was supposed to be like airy and like at today's standards, like every single fucking disposable you'd ever get would have a way more open draw than
For
it.
sure, for sure. I would
I'm like, people were like,
like,
yo, it's so cloudy.
nowadays. I'll pass on it because honestly, I'm probably not gonna fucking vape the thing. Because let's be real, sub them all the way, clouds all day, and that's obviously not gonna get me that thing. But
I mean, I would take it. I'm not a MTL vapor very often at all, but I'll tell you what, like that is a retro vape to end all retro vapes. And the crazy thing is that like if you got that tank today, the coils that they're making today still fit the original as well as the mini. Like they've kept all that threading the same. So you can still vape the OG Nautilus if you have access to one to this
Oh,
day.
for sure. Yep.
Like that.
And that's like probably over a decade. Yeah, no, it's definitely over a decade.
Yeah, like there are people, like the Nautilus Mini. I remember selling those like crazy in the vape shop to a handful of people because it was like they just, they'd replace it every couple of years or whatever. Like such a good addy.
calling Nick the set right now for 2 coils, please. Oh, dude.
Yeah, see, Ernie even says it.
Bringing back some memories there, Swags.
Those BVCs, baby. You know it, Ern.
All right, so let's see. I think it's back to me again, huh? Let's see. There's a couple interesting ones here. Let's go with this one from Ern, a hexome. Take it or leave it.
I'll go first. I'm leaving it. Fuck that button. It's the dumbest button in the world. Like, I'm just totally out on a fucking hexagon.
Same. 100% same reason. I fucking hate that button. It's hideous as hell.
I'm also clumsy. I know I would break it. So, like, not only would I have them on, I think is ugly, but I would also break it. I knock shit over all the time. Sometimes with authority because I'm trying to catch it before it falls.
Well, let me see here.
Then I'll smash that shit.
Yep.
I have one, and I don't ever use it. Ever. And this one's actually like, I had this one kind of slightly customized because the logo used to be white, but now it's just polished. I said,
Did you do that or did Dan?
Dan did. Oh my Lanta. Which by the way, I don't know if you guys saw during the build, but found my old vaping with the Omis mats, bro.
Oh, sick, dude.
Some nostalgia. You see that there, Swags? Or right there, right there. See that? Vapor Swaggins, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, I was actually kind of stoked when I found these. I even put them in the washer, got them all nice and clean. Actually, I have two of these bad boys. Anywho, where we at? We all. Oh, I was. Wait, I picked one, didn't I? Was the Hexome? We all answered, and I think we. Part of me wants to set this thing up, but like, also kind of at the same time, the button is kind of just it is kind of obnoxious, dude.
Yeah, damn right it is.
Dude, I just realized my serial number is 365.
Is which? Sorry?
365.
Oh, nice, dude.
Like the days of the year.
There you go. You can use it one day a year.
Yeah. I'll use it on New Year's. All right, so we all answered that one. What else we got going on here?
Whose turn is it?
I think it's your turn.
Oh, I'm gonna pick one from Swags. The Pharaoh RDTA from
Dude.
the one, the only Ripper.
Six tits. Dude.
I actually had one of those RDTAs. It was given to me, and let me tell you, it's a very unique and interesting RDTA. It's very weird, but I'll tell you what, it doesn't vape bad.
So
Like,
it doesn't suck.
In all honesty, the flavor was pretty decent, and the build on it was super fucking easy. The weirdest shit about it, right? Imagine a RDA deck, but the well is just a whole fucking like 7 millimeters deep.
Yeah, dude, it was just like a phrase. It was like a RTA. I don't even know, but like
So it was
basically
meant,
the well,
it
it
was
was
meant to
just
be
like
an
a tall
RDTA.
deck on top of like nothingness where you
Yeah,
could
so
liquid
like,
would go.
well, here's the thing. The part that I think a lot of people didn't notice is that there's a little lever, right? So you would build this addy, put your coils in, wick it, you would run them down to, just inside that little well space. You'd fill your well, your tank, and then you'd push this little lever, and two little metal arms would come out and basically seal the top and hug your fucking cotton. Then you
Almost like
put
a
your
little,
cap on. Now you got a tank.
dam. You just close the dam.
So like it was 2016, I think, is when he put that out. Like, it was a pretty clever idea in the sense that all other RDTAs had glass tanks. You could never break this.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
I
Yeah.
literally gave it to somebody I worked with because they were in a spot where their stress levels were getting to a point they were genuinely considering starting smoking cigarettes. And I was like, you're a fucking idiot if you do. I can give you everything you need to start vaping so that you don't smoke cigarettes and be a jackass. You've never smoked a butt in your life. Cut the shit. If you really want nicotine that bad, I'll get you some 3 milligram e-liquid and I'll set you up with a vape. So I put him into a Pharaoh. I taught him how to deal with it because the kid was a mechanic, so I knew he'd be safe installing coils. Taught him Ohm's law, or taught him the importance of Ohm's law because he kind of already understood it. Again, mechanic. and he's been good to go. The kid's still vaping to this day. All that to say, I'm gonna leave it.
Yeah.
As you could tell, I gave it away. I was
Yeah.
like,
I'm definitely gonna be leaving it too. I've never been an RDTA guy. It's just never been my thing. I don't even think I've ever owned one personally, just because I just never. Actually, you know what? I technically kind of do, because the stubby tank that comes with the stubby is technically an RDTA.
Yeah, because it has like that big wire
Yeah.
over it, doesn't it?
Yeah. So I guess I have that, and you know what? That wasn't terrible. I actually vape pretty good, but I'll still pass. I just dripping to me is just, it's easy. You know what I mean? You didn't gotta fucking worry about filling nothing. You just fucking boop boop boop, rip, good to go. What else do you need? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, that's fair. I mean, I I wouldn't take it. I would definitely waste it. I would be leaving it like just no. There's not even a specific reason. I'll just say no.
Just,
Rip trippers might just be enough.
yeah. All right. So, Sean, I think it's you for the last one, bro. If there's something out there, or if you
I'm
want to
gonna
do something
scroll
random.
real quick and just see, because there's some good ones. Oh, all right. I'm gonna spin one that I just saw in here, but 3D printed mods.
Okay. See,
Broad stroke, I know.
I have a weird relationship with this, because I've had a few that I've liked, and I've had a few that kind of disappointed me. But like, dude, I've got one right here that I fucking rock all the time, dude. Super solid, very well constructed. You know what I mean? Haven't had any issues with this. But then, of course, I had my Ravine. Drop it one time, and it's fucking dead, dude. There's no coming back. Completely fucking thrashed. So like, it honestly, for me, it depends on who's making the 3D printer mod, and like what the final product looks like, because you can kind of tell quality based on like the look of the print. You know what I'm saying? Because like, look at this. This is like
100%.
very nice quality 3D printing. You could tell you can't really see layer lines or anything like that on it. You know what I mean? It's got a little bit of a texture to it, but it's not super crazy. Like, you could tell that this is a really nice thick print. But then I've had a few other things that weren't as great. So it's like, I'm like,
Well, that's why I'm just painting it with such a broad stroke, because it's
so
like,
I'll probably pass. I'd say I'll leave it, but there may be certain scenarios where I might take one.
see, like that was why I kind of put it out like that, because it's kind of one of those where you do have to think about it and be like, right, like if I leave it, I'm giving up the opportunity for a Matterhorn
Yeah.
in that vein, and like I totally get where you're coming from, because I've had those less than stellar
Yeah.
3D printed mods too. So, what are your thoughts there, Chris?
The cheaper Monarchs were 3D printed, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. The Monarch Light.
Yes, that's what it was called. Um, that might be the saving grace. Mine still works. And it's a nice mod. I liked it. I never really got super deep into like where the 3D printing really started to take off with like squonk stuff, because I hate squonking, but I did always want like that Matterhorn. Yeah, dude. I don't know why I'm sold. I will take some 3D printed mods for sure.
I'm in the same boat with you guys, because it's like I said, I had some like when I first got into mechs because of a 3D printed mech squonk. That was my first introduction to mechanical vaping. So that being said, it was one of those lower quality, cheap. I'm surprised one of my favorite ones survived me leaving it on the roof of a car and driving off. Like, I'm surprised it didn't explode. But that being said, like you're thinking, Chris, like I wouldn't want to lose the opportunity to have the Monarch Light. I wouldn't want to lose an opportunity for a Matterhorn because those things look fucking dope, and I would definitely want to own one. So it's because of those handful of really nice ones I've seen that I do appreciate that I'm going to take 3D printed mods.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, exactly, Tim. He says depends on quality and design for sure, for sure. Frames. I see you also had a hashtag sign made same color as I did. Live mine, but oh yeah, dude. I've had that for a while, bro. I've had that since before Christmas, I think. I've had it for a while. It used to be up on my bookshelf over there, and it used to be blocked by my head all the time. And then when I rearranged my room, I was like, it's going right there, because then you could see it all the time. And check this out, dude. This thing gets bright as fuck, dude. Ready?
It gets crazy bright.
Woo! Let me turn that back
It actually legit does hurt my eyes,
Woo!
Yeah,
even on the
Turn that back
screen.
down.
The fact that homie can light his whole room with just that sign is
Oh yeah,
pretty
here.
immense.
Should I try it?
Like that sign gets bright.
Let me turn this light off. God damn it. Where's the switch? There it is. Turn that off. I'm kind of curious if this thing will light up the whole room. Let's find out. Sorry, I gotta get to my.
He's like, go gadget watch.
There go gadget.
Turn off
watch.
the light.
Turn off my lights. Thank you. And then, woo! Oh, holy shit! It is pretty.
Yeah,
fucking green
dude,
in
that
here,
would
dude.
be too bright for me to
Yeah.
sleep.
There you
Like,
go.
you could straight up light your whole room with that fucking thing. That's crazy. That's a bright ass sign. Hells yeah.
Oh, and then it can do kind of crazy shit too, and then you can go that, and then it does like a fucking breathe thing, I think. Or no, that one, that one. Oh, flashing. Yeah, there you go. It's like it's outside the bar, dude.
Yeah, dude. It's like it should say girls, girls,
There
girls.
we go. There's the breathe, bro.
Pulsating? Yeah.
Anyhow, turn up that one down. Leave it there. Focus. Okay. Well, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's gonna go ahead and wrap up tonight's episode. Good overall. Been vaping this entire episode. Very happy with it, man. The RDA on this thing actually has some really fucking good flavor. The airflow on it's a little bit more than I like, but I'm getting used to it the more I'm vaping on it. And honestly, I feel like if I were to restrict it a little bit more, it might actually get a little too warm. Because it's pretty it's not like super hot, but it's a nice vape already. You know what I'm saying? The mod overall, I do like the fucking. It feels honestly, it doesn't even feel like a mech mod, bro. It almost feels like an empty flashlight. That's what it feels like. Like this is heavier than this right now. It's kind of a trip, but anywho, solid Desolator V whatever this is V2 V4 V it's
V4
V4.
Desolator V4.
I like it, man. Pretty solid overall. But with that being said, I think it's just time to throw it over to you guys to do your sign out. So, Chris, what you got to say, man?
Well, thanks everybody for tuning in. Appreciate you. Thanks for participating in the chat tonight. Glad to see people that I love in this chat all the time. And Swags was in here tonight. What a legend. So check out shedtimepodcast.com. Go listen to the podcast. Give us a review if you have the time. If you haven't already, if you need to start a new email, feel free to do that too. Give us another review. That'd be awesome. But I think that's it for me. Everybody be safe. Have a good week. Sean.
Well, friends, thank you all for tuning in tonight, and all of y'all that check us out in the replay. We do appreciate y'all. I'm just gonna leave it with: don't let the basket get you down. Be cool, don't be a dick, and whatever it is you do, try and have some fun.
Absolutely. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for my favorite segment of the week. It is time for a little bit of Confucius Say. And with that being said, tonight, our wise words of wisdom, food for thought to think about over the weekend from our main man, Confucius. And tonight, Confucius say, the definition of true genius is a nudist with a memory for faces. I can see that. I can see that. He also says, man with head up his ass can't see shit. But anyways, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. Stay tuned for next week's episode. Who knows what we're gonna do? We might have to check back on the list and see if there's any these other segments that we came up with that we could try out. You know, like maybe a another vape debate, possibly with the three of us, maybe next week, or maybe we could do a quick wick or something. Who knows? We'll talk it amongst ourselves. We'll convene on Wednesday when we do a podcast recording, figure it out, and then we'll come back to you guys on the Friday Cloud Check with what's going to be going on. Other than that, enjoy you guys' weekend. Be safe out there. You know, don't do anything I wouldn't do. You know what I mean? Which isn't a lot. So whatever it is that you do, just do it safely. And we'll catch you guys next week, man. That's all I really all I gotta say. You know, what else I gotta say besides sending out all those positive vibes, crisp high fives. Don't forget to tell somebody you love them. And as always, let's just vape on, Shedheads. Bye for now.